Hi, I'm Scott Noon. I'm CEO of Audio Advice. Today's video is how to install in-ceiling and in-wall speakers. We're actually going to show you a live video of one of our technicians installing in the ceiling and in the wall so you can see it at the end, but I'm just going to give you a quick overview before you see it live. The first thing you need to do is obviously map out where your speakers are going to go. If you're doing a home theater, you should go to audioadvice.com, go use the free home theater design tool, and it will actually show you to the inch how far from the front wall and how far off of the floor that your side speakers will go for your in walls, and also exactly where they should go in ceiling. But recognize it may tell you the exact point, and that may be right over a stud. So, what do you do? So let's assume that you've actually gone through the design process and you know theoretically where every speaker should go. So I'm going to start with, what do you do? You've opened up a box, you've got all of your in-wall speakers sitting here. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to have a stud finder, and you'll see I've got all the pieces you need here: ruler, stud finder, little level, and the sheetrock cutting tool. And I'm going to take the stud finder and walk over here, and I'll just show you as an example. If I push the button on the stud finder, you will see it sees that there's a stud right here, and if I go all the way across, you'll see it hits the next stud right there. I would mark each of those with a pencil, and again, you'll see the guy do it live, and then mark this is right in the middle, so I know this is available between the studs. So next step is I'm actually going to take my template. I'll put the template between the two studs, and most people are going to put it equidistant right in the middle, but if for audio purposes you need to move it slightly to and from, as long as you knew where the inside of each stud is, you're fine. I'll put my level on it, and once you get it level, you would pin it right here in the middle and then literally just draw it. And again, you'll see our live person do that. You'll draw it, you'll take your sheetrock knife, cut it out around it. So now what you're going to see is you've got a hole that perfectly matches this, and you're going to align all of these so that you can push in, and your dog ears will then flip out, and you can pull them forward just like this. You've got actually over 1.25 inches space to pull against your sheetrock here, and you'll see this done live. Once you do that, and again, make sure you can see there's an up arrow. All the B&W ones have an up arrow showing you what side is top for the in walls, and you actually have arrows that point for Atmos speakers when you're doing your ceilings, and again, you'll see that live. Then what you're going to do is actually the speaker will go straight in to it in the wall, and you'll see our technician punch these and lock it down. Speaker grill pops right into place. Now, you're going to see this plastic that comes over the frame. Do not throw it away. If you ever want to paint the speakers, what I want you to do is keep that, and what you'll see is that when the speaker's not in it, I'll just take it out so you can see, the plastic covers it up and allows you, once you've got your sheetrock up, you can paint the outer, and then you can paint this. I'm going to do a full video to show you how to paint these correctly so you don't clog up your holes or anything else. So that's how you do it. What I'm going to do is cut real time and show you one of our real installs with a pro doing it, and you're going to see us. We're going to move through it pretty quickly. Enjoy. If you've got questions, let us know. We're happy to help out. So, and you got this template straight out of the Bowers & Wilkins box?
Correct. Yep. And it comes with all the BMW speakers. And then lastly, all we're going to do is we're going to draw using the template that comes with it. And you're ready to cut.
Perfect.
All you'll need for this is just a standard sheetrock blade, and that's about it.
All right, so now we've got the sheetrock out. You've got your glow rod already behind it, and
take our cable out.
Perfect.
And just like that, we have our cable.
Yeah, that's actually a great pro tip. We find a lot of times we're going to homes when we come behind someone that has maybe done it on their own or didn't know it's first time, and there's like no cable there, and you're just going, oh my gosh, what do I have to do? I got to splice and go. And the same is also true when we do racks, right? We leave enough space so that we can pull it out and service it and cut it later or whatever you need to do. So do think about when you're doing this, leave extra cable. Just trust me, one day it will matter. Okay.
So we're gonna get our handy racks again. We're gonna push all the pins out to the sides and to the back. All the BMW speakers do have an up arrow, so speaker going up.
So this is actually a pretty cool design the way they've done it, where we're actually wiring into the mounting bracket here, and then the speaker actually plugs into it and gets the signal through the mounting bracket, which is a pretty cool solution. They actually have really progressed. If you look at the way people used to do this 10 years ago, this is just done way, way better. Not to mention these mounting clamps. You'll show us how easy it is to do, really tighten it in and get a nice tight seal so there's literally no banging around or shaking or anything once you get all these clamps in. So you literally see he's just simply pulling them forward. One by one you turn them so that the clamp goes over the sheetrock, pull it back. And you've got a good inch actually. You could have deeper sheetrock within the way these clamps are designed. All right, and you can see the blue Kevlar driver in there. And you see I was just popping those in. Again, extremely well designed. 2 button presses and you're done. Okay, so the cool thing about these grills, they're paintable. So in this particular installation, we'll actually paint the ceiling grills because we have a dark ceiling.
And all the grills are magnetic as well. They just snap in. And you're good to go. Once again, we have the drawing and cutting template. So we're gonna get on our ceiling, we're gonna draw it, and we're gonna cut. Once we have our circle, we're ready to cut. I'd recommend having a small box, a set of blankets down on the floor just so we don't get a bunch of sheetrock around the customer's house or your personal house. And just like that, the sheetrock is wide open. We should have our cable hanging there. Once again, we're gonna leave around 1.5 to 2 feet hanging out just for any precautions down the road we might have. Now that we have our cable set up and ready, we're gonna have Scott hand us our speakers and we'll be ready to set up. And just like the in-wall speakers, we do have the cable punch-ins, so they just slide into the red and the black. We're going to slide our tabs up. The really cool thing about the 683 in-ceiling speakers is that they have an adjustable tweeter. So what we want to do is we're going to adjust the tweeter and want to face the tweeter towards the sitting position. So on the 683s, they'll have a small arrow here and we'll want to point that towards the seating position. We're going to press our tabs down. cage is all set. Scott's going to hand us our speaker. Once again, we just have the push and lockings. Lastly, our grill, and we're set to go. Magnetic grills stick right on. Make sure it's secure, and you're good to go.
Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you're building a home theater right now, be sure to jump over to audioadvice.com. We've got everything from the home theater design tool we talked about before to inspiration gallery, all sorts of buyer's guides and how-to guides, everything you might want to know. We're also linking in the description in the video if you've got questions on it. Feel free to stop by one of our award-winning showrooms or give us a call or chat with us at audioadvice.com for any questions, home audio or home theater related. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.